In this Eternal Return video, we watched the #1 ranked Xiukai in the world, homing, destroy other players on ladder. But it's not connecting, and lands his Q into the E, into the ult, and Lee Dylan getting shredded! Here's the build and the ID. Guys, I'd just like to thank you guys for 2.5k subscribers. I really appreciate it. Let's get to the video. Meets World here, and we're back with another one. Today we've got some Xiukai gameplay, and it's by a player known as Homing1. Homing is, of course, an immortal rank player. He is actually rank 5 on ladder and the rank 1 Xiukai, and not for a short time. He's been rank 1 Xiukai for a very long time. He's an absolute beast of a player. The other player who seems to be doing really well on Xiukai is, of course, Angsung. Angsung also plays it. Angsung, the rank 1 player in the world for last season. I'm not sure he still holds that title. The title is actually held by an Adriana player, which I don't recognize. I'm not sure if it's one of Huni's Smurfs or whether it's someone else. We'll just have to see whether it's one of Huni's Smurfs. I'll definitely be covering that Adriana quite soon, but seeing as we just did an Adriana video, might be some time actually. Let me not say quite soon. So guys, the skill order for Xiukai is you're going to get your passive, then your W, then your E, and then your Q, and of course your ultimate whenever necessary. The goal on Xiukai is you have to be an item management beast, because you are not only going around the map trying to complete your items, the main item of which will be the Mount Slicer, since we are playing a dagger build, but you're also going around the map trying to cook and craft cook and brew, brew is the correct word, whichever drinks and food you can. So that's a huge priority for the Xiukai as well. You're also gonna try and not die very early. Not a lot of fights you want to take. You want to become a big beefy boy, and that's what he's gonna be able to do now. Rose Knife coming through, and Mount Slicer gonna be completed. So it does go for the weapon first. Suichi hearing the sounds of a building shift, but does not have the time to engage. And would you look at that, Imperial Crown very close. Imperial Crown actually going to be coming through here, and Imperial Crown is a little bit of a toss-up. There's other builds where you can build the Imperial Burgonet as well. It just depends on what you actually feel you need. White Crane Fan going to be coming through now. White Crane Fan, pretty big, extra movement speed, skill amp, and the very important stat is the 40% heal reduction that you're going to get from it. He's managed to build Orchid in this region as well, just building as much food as possible, getting the stacks, and hitting the Lee Dylan with his E there. With his W, and just backing off, trying to get some Qs off, and he's regenerating so much. The passive doing so much work, gets extra regen off his food, and now just going to be using his W there, but it's not connecting, and lands his Q into the E, into the ult, and Lee Dylan getting shredded. Oh my gosh, who knew Xiukai did so much damage? I did not. Oh man, just hit him with the walk. His W is called Walk It Off, and man, he did. He's hitting him with a walk, guys. And gonna be able to make some potions now. Oh man, everything you craft is so big. And that is the power of his food items. Did you see how fast he got his health back after the Lee Dylan sort of pseudo engaged on him? And just off that, able to really pop off and deal a lot of damage back. Alright guys, so I should let you know at around this point that the official route is from Archery to Alley to Forest to Chapel and then to Factory. Of course, he has decided to segue here into Uptown for a little bit, and he's even segueing some more into Pond. I think he won't be following the main route since he only has to find the ruby for Commander's armor. And does the gemstone, for Commander's armor, gonna build gold off it, and Commander's gonna come through, and this is a full build Xiukai. He finished this very fast. I've been commentating everything else. Even has the Tachyon Brace. Tachyon Brace, a really cool item. This Xiukai build is focused on getting you enough defense and health stats while having a lot of cooldown reduction. Another item that he seems to have passed on is the Tinder Loss Band. Usually builds the Tinder Loss Band, which gives you 12% skill amp and 12% cooldown reduction. Has rather gotten the Jackie just going to get hit by the E into the Q, and now the R just gonna miss, and he's struggling between anger and crying emotes, somewhere in between both emotions, doesn't know which one to pick. And the orchid will now be built as well. Gonna be getting a bunch of food items here. Also just gonna be able to make the liquor if he wants. We'll just see whether that comes through. Ooh, brewing so much goodies. Oh, this is so satisfying, guys. Just seeing a chef work, and he is getting so much stacks here. That's 43 stacks, guys, for anyone who can't see. Very, very big. He's passive. When you max your passive first, it means that each food item you craft is going to give you 3 stacks. And each stack is worth 7 HP flat. And Chiara is going to be running into this, uses her E, but gets hit by his E, and now his aura comes out, melts the Chiara, burns to a crisp, my boy. And that's going to be a very saucy chef, just styling on the Chiara, keeping it spicy with the Xiukai here. And he's having a very, very good game. Homin here, just not looking scared at all, not looking threatened, looking like an absolute beast, just going to be fishing. Oh man, look at all of these food items, so much food coming through. I just see orchids, I see carp, I see potions, and this is next gen item management. Also just burning some of the food as he makes it, leaving it on the floor there. I presume the strategy is to make food items which aren't as beneficial, but if people pick that up, they're gonna be getting the Xiukai bonus off of that food. Of course, it increases the regen on those items by 30%. So if an item had 100 healing, it would do 130 healing over the same period of time. And that small change is actually a big change to the items. Actually makes the food items a little bit broken, considering as well the amount of base HP you're going to be getting as well. And his walk just does so much damage. Of course, if you don't know, does extra damage to impaired movement units, and also just his E knocks up people who are impaired with movement. And the walk does extra damage on, well, based off his max HP. So the higher HP he gets, the better his ability, his W is going to be getting. His Q actually stealing a little bit of HP to execute on, but really not a problem for such a tanky character. And Xiukai, for a character I don't cover a lot on the channel, Xiukai has been a menace for a very, very long time. Has been meta. A lot of people in the West seem to struggle with him, or maybe just don't seem to like his character design. I don't know. I like Xiukai as a beefy boy. He seems to be doing a lot. Or maybe I'm mistaken. I seem to like him though as his current build. Very chubby. A bit more chubby than he was in the previous game, Immortal Soul Black Survival. In that game, he's a little bit more muscular. And now this muscular boy is going to be running into the Cathy, just hitting her with the Q, the burning of the crisp coming out, burn to a crisp coming out. And now the Chiara trying to third party this. Chiara also getting hit by Qs, and this will be Xiukai backing out, gonna take the meteorites. Meteorites, a very, very big item. He's smiling, he's happy. He's gonna be getting it, and the Cabana gonna be coming through off of that. What a big find. And Homin just in a good mood after those sad versus angry emotes from earlier. Just good to see him in a good vibe now. He's really vibing, doing really well in that fight against the Cathy. Unfortunately, doesn't get the kill. Cathy just juking out there with the weapon skill at the end of that. My tongue also betraying me. I need a little bit of warm-up. It's been a little bit of a while since the interruption, but we are back in business. So we're just going to be seeing him activate the console here in Avenue. Guys, I just thought I'd re-mention, if I hadn't mentioned, that the route for this is Archery to Alley to Forest to Chapel, and then finally Factory. He was already in Alley for the second time now, and just looking to third party something. And being chased by a Chiara, he might have to not take this. Oh, okay, Wick up, and everyone wants a little piece of Dr. Wickerline here. Ooh, Chiara steps into that bush, so much damage coming out. He dodges out on the E, uses his weapon skill as well, gets back on the Chiara. Chiara with the ult, Chiara trying to use a weapon skill, gets bursted down. He uses the E and lands a Q now after that. Chiara with the E of her own, gonna be rooting Xiukai, and Xiukai gets hit by the Q after that, won't be able to follow up, has to use his E to run out of this before the lead island can get onto him, and just doesn't have enough damage to deal with the Chiara. That's very, very unfortunate there. Really, really well played here by Homan. And we're just gonna see what Homan does. I think there's always some time to be building some new food items. He is burning some of his food items here, just healing to full. And of course finds water, that's going to be very useful. He can find some alcohol here and make some soju. And once he's made some soju, he can get some more stacks. All about stacking the beefy boy. There's some soju, finds the alcohol in Factory instead. And that's a great find. Immediately burns it. And going to be able to make some more here, and he's going to be burning that immediately as well, at least one stack of it. So 3 stacks of drank being taken in by the Xiukai can really handle his liquor. It really just goes to the system and it doesn't hit him. Ooh, lighters being picked up. Man, he's making so much food, guys. This is immense. Now, I am surprised that we're not seeing him pick up the oil here. It's just waiting quietly in this region of Factory. Ooh, hot. Does he want the engage onto the heart though? I don't think this is favorable. He even looted there. Would have made some noise. Heart, it seems to be aware of this. Lennox as well. Lennox just in the region. Lennox being chased down and being left alone. He's not going to be using anything like his weapon skill. The weapon skill on Xiukai really used more defensively actually. Does take the oil that he needs for heated oil now that he sees the heart taking wolves. And is going to kind of creep up on the heart with the weapon skill. Uses his E but then jukes out on that. Xiukai with the jukes. I like calling Xiukai the juke guy because it rhymes. And now Heart's going to be potting out of this region into Chapel, and Xiukai should be doing the same. Homing just playing very, very patient, more a cerebral game right now. Still a lot of players left in it. Does have to land his combo, eats a W into the Q from the Cathy, and he does not want to fight this. Just going to be using his W, gets the slow off that, and that does so much, using his Q to slow as well, and he's kiting this Cathy really, really well. Cathy's got to watch herself, or she's going to get killed. Q into the W, and now Xiukai playing this really, really well. Homing, just destroying the Cathy. There's a meteorite stack here, and he is poking at Cathy while she's trying to take it. Not going to let her take this for free. Cathy trying to poke him with the Q, and Cathy backing off from this. Will there be more players joining in for this? There is definitely a world where more people come. Here is a lead island. Hearts could need it as well to get that item we spoke about last game. Oh, the Cathy getting really, really close. And lead island even throwing nunchaku. Homing just trolling there. No chance of taking it. Just having a good time. He's in a good mood, like I said. Things seem to turn around as soon as he got the meteorite stack, and now got to be backing away from that meteorite. Doesn't need it at the end of the day. Does need to be safe. And 24 seconds before we see the next region closes, and he wants to engage on this Woolly. Qs and eats the silence from the Lee. Not going to be able to do something. Throws his W, misses out on the Q, and going to be disengaging from that. Homing just walking into pond now. Ooh, and we can see everyone pop up. Everyone kind of in this dense region of pond, factory, and hospital. Everyone not too far away from each other. I think there's one player who's not in that big bundle with everyone else. We're going to see Chiara and Lennox. I think Chiara was that player, and Chiara now in pond spotted. So everyone got to be on this side of the map. Bears here as well. Bears will not be taken. I stand corrected. Kathy, being a very brave nurse, gonna just take those bears with the risk of being third partied. Here comes Lennox to bully, and Xiukai walking around, homing, just walking to where Kathy would path if she gets caught out, and Kathy now just going to be trying to catch on to homing, and the distance between them. Kathy ends up taking the food he leaves behind. Very, very smart of her. That food is going to be healing her for quite a bit. And now Kathy and Lennox in a 1v1. Lennox with the ulti and Q. We're going to be able to see this whole thing. The Kathy just running away, getting hit by the ult. And Xiukai just enjoying the show, even forgetting to craft his food. Homing, just really, really chilling this game. Doesn't seem like he's under a lot of pressure. And I didn't see who went down. It looks like the Lee Dai-Lin got a kill though. And Hearts all the way, throws the Chiara, misses out. And Chiara doesn't miss with her Q. She lands those. No. Ooh, he was standing out of vision there. Just looking for something, not finding it. Not finding the Lee Dai-Lin with the Q either. The Dynamite not finding him. Lennox, the player which got eliminated by Lee Dai-Lin. Kind of awkward taking skirmishes right here because everyone is at risk of being third partied. Kathy just poking him but not really committing to anything. Everyone kind of just playing the safe, of course. No one wants to die at this time. No one wants to get third party. Chiara looks like a heavy third party case. And Xiukai just going to be cutting her off. Homing, waiting out of vision. And throws the Q. But now Chiara looks scary to him. He doesn't actually want to engage onto the Chiara. Now wants it when a shield is over. Dodges out on the E really, really well. And now Chiara's in trouble. He's going to land his W with the slow. And now just has to juke out on that with his E. And that's going to be the end of that engage. He's looking for it but doesn't want to burn too much. Of course, the Heart is a threat. Heart, third party, could cause a lot of problems. Just going to be crafting more food. More of that fish soup being cooked up by Chef Xiukai. And it's a good day for him. Just got to watch what's going on here. Heart seems to be taking the bears on the map. And we're going to see the Q being skilled up. Very, very efficient play. So far, super, super conservative. He knows where his bread is buttered. He knows that he just wants to make it to the last region intact. Doesn't want any mishaps. Just wants all his meals together at the last region. And he's dodging out on everything Chiara throws. Chiara really, really looking lost in the kitchen. And we're going to see Xiukai cook up some more stuff. This fish soup sale is going to go in, guys. I wonder if he sells these stacks. How much gold is he going to get off of this? I suppose they don't even use gold. They would be using an actual currency in Eternal Return. Wouldn't be using the traditional gold that we see in fantasy series. And now finally we're gonna see a little bit more action as people are gonna be forced to group now as Pond kind of closes up a little bit more. Chiara looks like she is a victim here of an assassination. I didn't even see that go down. I was busy looking for puns. I was trying to grab them out the air. A lot of them weren't coming. And now he has a little bit of safety. 12 seconds left before we see a little bit of action. Chiara now eats a Q into a W into a E. And it's not doing a lot of damage, to be honest. Someone else is probably going to have to take care of Chiara. Oh, I stand corrected. So much damage. And now Xiukai forces the ult out of Chiara. Chiara now trying to shed back. Berto Chris doing so much damage. Oh my goodness. And Chiara dodging out with the ult. Doesn't have that anymore. She's going to get burst down. Homing doing so much. Dodges out on the Q. And doesn't find the fight he needs at the end of that. Finds the fight he wants. But the one that he needs, the one where he gets the kill, not really showing up. Unfortunate, but really, really well played by him. And he's got some time in this region. And Chiara's going to have to walk back into this mess and see what she can do. She eats the full combo. Xiukai trying to fight this. Homing now throwing a Q. Chiara missing her E. She's got the shield up. He wants to dash out of this. She uses a rapier skill. Both of them are burning their timers. Timer might get Chiara down. Timer going to get Chiara down. And she blows up. Xiukai getting his timer back up. And now it's a 1 vs 1. It's a Cathy versus Xiukai. Who will win? And heart emote coming out. And no time for love, just knocking up that Cathy there with the combo. Hits her with another Q for the road. And the Berto Chris coming through. Oh, this is really quick. Hits her with the Q. Weapon skill forced out. And he's just going to run away, actually. Just going to be running to that last region. Elysian Halo on the Cathy. I think she would also have the Fragorach. I'm not sure on that. Didn't see that item. But she's going to have the problem of having to run into Xiukai here. And he's got a very, very good engage combo. Will have 20 seconds before his ultimate, before he can burst her down. And just allows her to walk into the region, actually. And now just taking the abuse. Oh, no, I stand corrected. Going in with his QW and then the E. First dodges out on her E as well. A little bit of lag. That's from the stream. And we're going to see the Q. And now the W. Xiukai, Berto Crisp, he's doing so much damage. She tries to counter with the ult. She's going to try to turn this E coming out. And so much damage. Now uses his weapon skill, throws the Q, uses his E to gap close. And now the auto is going to finish that up. Homing popping off, getting the victory at the end. Destroying that Cathy. And really, really well played by him. Took that 1v1 like a boss. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is your boy, Lobbies, signing off. I'm out.